So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 4 of our Ultimate Team Road to Division 1 series. And as you can see from the screen, I have in fact changed our whole complete 11. So we've got pretty much only 2 players have remained and Cameron Jerome on the bench. But apart from that, we've got new players. So we've got Anthony Marshall, Roberto Firmino, Balassi and Lamela on the wings. Sitting at CDM, we have Fabian Delph. And then the back line, we have Matteo Darmian, Stones, Mbemba and Barber, and in goal we have Tim Howard. So that doesn't cost 8,000 coins. So considering that we got completely embarrassed in the previous game, let's see how we get on in these 3 games in this episode, and let's see if we can eventually get out of Division 10, because this is getting embarrassing now. So having a look at my first opponent's side here, and he has got an extremely very strong side. As you can see there, he's got Schweinsteiger and Fabregas in the middle. He's got pace on the wing with Walcott. He's got the 2 informed strikers up top, and he's got a back line that's very strong. This is going to be a big game for us. Lovely chance for us. Danny Ings trying to skip past man, but he gets intercepted. But we've still got possession of the ball. It's playable to Anthony Marshall. Marshall to Balassi. Balassi back to Barber. We're trying to have some nice build-up play here as he squeeze the ball to Roberto Firmino. Through to Danny Ings. Danny Ings through to Lamela. Lamela cut inside. Goes past a few men. Goes for goal. And the goalkeeper, Victor Valdez, has been very busy in the early stage of the game as he's made 2 or 3 really good saves to deny us. A lovely ball through to Roberto Firmino. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper once again making the save. But this time we win the header. And we get our first goal with our new side. And hopefully this is going to be the first goal of many in this game that maybe we can try and get into the next division. But it's a lovely save from Victor Valdez. But this time Anthony Marshall at the far post winning the header and giving us a 1-0 lead. How we win the ball back for us. We play a ball through to Yannick Balassi. He's one-on with the goalkeeper. Surely he's going to find the back of the net. He ball rolls to one side. Goes for goal, and we double our lead. A fantastic goal from Yannick Balassi. I don't know why he's wearing number 2 and Roberto Firmino wearing number 1, but it doesn't really matter because we scored 2 goals in quick succession. That's a lovely finish from Yannick Balassi as he ball rolls past the defender and slots the ball into the top corner of the net. His goalkeeper this time with no chance. Lovely build-up play, squeeze it through to Danny Ings. Danny Ings goes for the strike from range, and he puts his shot just over the bar as we nearly pick up our 3rd before the half-time break. Lovely chance for my opponent, and somehow Tim Howard's kept the ball out. Can we clear the ball? We just about can, and I don't know how we did not concede there, but Danny Ings on the ball, trying to take on his man. A little bit unfortunately he can't, but we win the ball back through our right back. Danny Ings through. We play squeeze it through to Yannick Balassi. Balassi squeezing it through to Danny Ings. Can we make it 3 now? Danny Ings is going to get caught by John Terry, but cuts back inside, goes for the goal, but this time his shot is blocked. And we make it 3. I don't know who it is, but we score a goal, and it is our number 1, which is in fact Roberto Firmino. And the ball just fell to him. We pick up the ball with Eric Lamela. It was pretty much like a pinball machine. Everyone was going for shots. It fell to Roberto Firmino at the back post, and he wasn't going to miss from there. But we do make it 4 because Roberto Firmino scores a wonderful goal from range. We take the corner, and wow, what about that for a finish from Roberto Firmino. Having a look at the replay there, he has a little bit of a muddled up with the touch, but what about that for a strike from range? Victor Valdez can't get anywhere near it, and that's Roberto Firmino's 2nd goal for the club. But maybe we've got a chance to make it 5. We're taking on Nicolas Otamendi. We're through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. We're going to try and find the guy at the back post. We fizz it across. It can't get there. It can only come as far as Eric Lamela, who strikes it. And Victor Valdez makes a save. So a very routine victory for us here. As Baba's going to take the short one. It's going to come to Lamela. Lamela on his favourite left boot. Goes for goal. And he hits the post. But it might have got deflection on its way through, which it did do. So with just a few minutes remaining, it looks like we're definitely going to win this game. As Danny Ings picks up the ball down the left-hand side. Tries to cut back inside, Giroud wins it, and that should be it for the game. So that's it for the game, and we do end up winning it 4-0, and eventually we get ourselves out of Division 10. Just look at them stats. We had 25 shots and 19 on target compared to our opponents' 5 and 2 on target. We were completely dominant in the game, as it should be, and we eventually win the title, but that was pretty embarrassing. We drew and lost a game in Division 10. But now we've got our proper team together, we shouldn't be doing that again. So we've now found our first opponent in Division 9. He goes by the name of Quilmes Jr. So we're going to see what his lineup is like. Hopefully it's going to be nothing like ours, and we should be able to pick up yet another 3 points. But to be honest, he's got a good side, to be honest. A whole Bundesliga side there, and his top 3 do look quite dangerous. They've got Chicharito, Shirley and Beyarabi. They're quite quick players, all of them, and they are good finishers as well. So we're going to have to do our best to try and contain them. Have a lovely chance for us early on. Yannick Bolassi's taking on his man. He's going to try and cut back inside, which he does do. Goes for goal, and somehow his defender gets his body across our man in the nick of time. But we've still got the ball with Marshall. Marshall out wide to Danny Ings. Danny Ings through to Eric Lamela. Lamela cut inside with the fake, whatever that was. It goes for goal, and it's a lovely save from the goalkeeper. And Yannick Bolassi at the far post going for the spectacular, but gets it all wrong. Oh, we get our first goal of the game, and Danny Ings picks it up. Pretty much we've scored 3 or 4 goals already like this series, because their goalkeeper trying to play it out from the back. He gives the ball away to Danny Ings. Danny Ings picks it up from range, strikes it, and what about that for a strike into the back of the net as we pick up our first goal in Division 9. Danny Ings has beaten his man for pace. He's going to try and cut inside. He whips the ball across the far post, and surely we're going to find the back of the net, and it's Roberto Firmino. This guy just cannot stop scoring. So just 17 minutes into the game, we double our lead, and a lovely run down the right hand side from Danny Ings, whips the ball across, and Roberto Firmino is not going to miss from there. And that's 3 goals in 2 games, and we've still got the majority of this game left. Can he pick up maybe his first hat-trick? A lovely ball over the top to Danny Ings. Can he get a good first-time touch on? He does. He's surely going to beat Hummels for pace. Cuts back inside, takes the ball around him, then takes the ball around the other defender, goes for goal, and the goalkeeper, Bernard Leno, pulling off a wonderful save. But I was hoping we could have at least made it 3 there, because our opponent, to be honest, even though he might be losing, is very good on the counter-attack. And as he's got a really good one here, he tries to play the one through, and we just about cut it out. But we're sloppy at the back, and I'm not that confident with our back line. As see here, is my opponent got another good chance. He's got the ball with Beyarabi down the right hand side. He's going to cut inside. Surely he's not going to find the back of the net. He is, because even though Tim Howard makes a good save, it falls straight to the feet of Chicharito, and he picks up a goal which gets my opponent back in the game. So just as we miss one really good chance at one end, they go ahead and score at the other end. It's going to be a big game for us now. However, Eric Dyer plays the ball through to Roberto Firmino. Firmino, can he wrap up the game? You bet he can. And with just 12 minutes remaining, Roberto Firmino picks up his second of the game. And that now is 4 goals in 2 games. I said Eric Dyer, I mean Fabian Delph. But a lovely fake shot round his man. He had so much space to try and execute the shot. And boy, did he execute it right into the top hand corner. And Roberto Firmino might as well have just wrapped up all 3 points for us. My opponent has pretty much left so much space at the back. Danny Ings squeezing it through. And we had the chance to pick up another goal. But my opponent has just given up, I think. With just 9 minutes remaining, he goes ahead and scores an open goal. And he now rage quits. So, well, I'm not bothered. We still managed to pick up all 3 points, which is the most important thing. We're going to get picking up a little bit more coins as well. And we pick up our first 3 points in Division 9. Hopefully, we can try and get out of Division 9 and start progressing quite quickly now. So now we've found our third and final opponent for this episode. And let's see what Boca Senior has got under his belt. And he's got a full Barclays Premier League side. He's got some good, very good strikers. And he's got some nice taste as well. He's got Hugo Lloris in goal. He's got Ericsson at cam, and he's got Harry Kane at striker. So obviously he's got good taste, and he knows that if he picks them 3 players, he's got a good chance of winning. A really good chance for my opponent. He's got the ball with Danny Webber down the wing. He's 1-on-1 with Mbemba. He whips the ball to the far post, and Ericsson has a tap in at the far post as my opponent pretty much sweats the ball across goal. He sees the unmarked man at the far post and threads the ball across to him. So that's his first chance of the game. And with just 17 minutes on the clock, we find ourselves 1-0 down. But Anthony Marshall here, trying to skill past the whole team. He goes one way, then the other. It comes back to Jerome. And Jerome's first touch is not good enough, as Jerome's standing in for Danny for Danny Ings, I should say, in this game. And I'm hoping he can try and step up to the plate, because Danny Ings played really well. But Yannick Bolassi's got a good chance down the wing. He's pretty pretty much ball rolling past everyone, then cuts it back inside with a fake shot. He keeps on going. Can he keep the ball? He goes down rather theatrically, and the referee doesn't want to know anything. Have we win the ball back? We squeeze it through to Cameron Jerome. He's one-on with the goalkeeper, and Cameron Jerome, as I was saying, needed to step up to the plate and perform as well as Danny Ings, and boy does he do that. Just 23 minutes into the game, we managed to get ourselves back on level terms. It's a good ball through to him from Roberto Firmino, and Cameron Jerome is not going to miss from there as he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And now surely we've got to try and do our best to not concede again. My opponent's giving the ball away to Anthony Martial, and Anthony Martial picks up the goal to put ourselves back in front, and that was just a complete gift. Their goalkeeper there, don't know what he was trying to do, gives the ball straight to Anthony Martial, and Martial's not going to have an easier finish than that the whole series, I don't think. A lovely chance for us. Fabian Delph once again winning the ball back, plays it to Barber. Barber out wide to Anthony Martial. Can Martial wrap up the game? He's going to go near post, and Anthony Martial picks up his second of the game and pretty much wraps up all 3 points as we now go 3-1 up. My opponent, pretty much, we caught him out on the counter-attack and he could do nothing about that. The pace was just too much for him, and Anthony Martial, a very clinical finisher for us there. And it looks like my opponent's paused the game. Is he going to rage quit? And you've got to be kidding me. Tim Howard, what are you doing? I hate it when FIFA does that, where they just bring out the goalkeeper automatically, and it really frustrates me because I don't want Tim Howard to come out there. I had it completely covered until Tim Howard comes out, but Anthony Martial trying to pick up his hat-trick, and he goes for the goal. And what about that for a save from Hugo Lloris? Roberto Firmino with a chance for himself, trying to go for the roulette, and we lose the ball. And with just 2 minutes remaining, my opponent's got a really good chance. Surely we're not going to concede now, as Baba's trying to get back to the nick of time. It comes to Tim Howard. Tim Howard's going to roll the ball out, and that should be game, set, and match. So my opponent, to be honest, I would have thought would have, well, maybe try to attack a little bit more than he did after getting that second goal of his. But Yannick Bolasie here picking up the ball. Surely that's it now. Or maybe Yannick Bolasie can score a goal for himself. He's going to try and cut back inside with a Ronaldo chop. It just doesn't work as there was too many bodies there. And the referee blows the final whistle, and we pick up 9 points out of 9 in this episode. So it's a good episode for us. A lot better than the previous one. However, that is in fact going to be it for episode number 4 of our Road to Division 1 Ultimate Team series. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is going to be very much appreciated. And don't forget, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, as it will be muchly appreciated, and you'll also be able to catch up with all my latest videos. Thank you, bye bye.